School started back up a few days after that, and soon Shota returned to being our teacher. His face was still completely wrapped in bandages, which made me want to personally throw him back down to rest. But the dude just didn't seem to want to rest. Honestly, it was suspicious, since this is a man who takes 15-minute naps between each class. There had been some more frustrating moments with Bakugou, but it seemed he had started to get a little more distant. The only thing I was asking myself was, why? Bakugou, lunch? Come on. I pulled on the ash blonde sleeve, hoping he would budge. No, fuck off, shithead. What's gotten into you? What the hell has gotten into me? Bakugou stood up yelling. Just leave me the fuck alone. I watched Bakugou storm off, leaving his jacket behind. Though, I took it as an excuse to go to his house later. Maybe if I got him alone, then I would be able to shake it out of him. I knocked on the door, my toe tapping in a beautiful form of self-crushing anxiety. Mitsuki opened the door with her bright, friendly smile. Did I forget to mention she looked like a female spitting image of Bakugou? Why, Anne, did Katsuki invite you over? He didn't ask me. No, I was just returning this since he left it at school. Is he okay? I asked, handing her his jacket. Mitsuki took it but frowned. He's fine. Why? I dunno, he's been acting differently. I looked at the ground, holding my hands behind my back. Anyway, it's fine. See ya. Yeah, he's been acting really different. I've been starting to get treated like Kaminari and Kirishima, which, I mean, I guess it's fair, but I thought we were closer than that. Why do I care so much? Shota was right for the most part. Whenever I would meet a new group of people, I would find the most terribly behaved one and try to change them. Yet, I've never gotten this close to any of them before. And Shota and Hisashi noticed that. I sighed, looking out the window. Stop fucking sighing or I'll kill you. Bakugou mumbled, which made me look at him. Sorry, I didn't realise I was doing that. Don't fucking apologise, shithead. Just shut the hell up. I stopped myself from sighing and looked back out the bus window. Bus window? Yeah. Should have mentioned since it's such a big fucking thing. We're on our way to the UA Sports Festival, where basically all the first years in UA challenge each other. It scared me a little because I was definitely getting into the top 8 at least, and so were people like Bakugou and Todoroki, probably. Whatever. This was going to be a long ass day, if I couldn't get whatever Bakugou was being rude to me for out of him. When we got off the bus, we changed into our training uniforms and headed down a long tunnel which led us to the middle field of a stadium. The pro hero, Midnight, who Shota invites over all the time, stood wearing her rated, inappropriate hero costume. She told us to head down another tunnel where the rest of UA stood. For the first challenge, UA students have to run around the building as they dodge the obstacles in their path. President Mike announced. Go! Whoa, okay, calm down, Hisashi. All the UA students started to run, but were stopped quickly by some giant fucking robots. From the entrance exam? Kaminari yelled, as he backed up a little. From the what? I asked, turning to look at him. The entrance exam. Don't you remember? The one's worth 0 points? Yeah, didn't take that. I shrugged. Looking back at the robots. Got in based on recommendation. Kaminari was about to say something, but everyone's feet were suddenly frozen, trapping us in ice. Todoroki? I yelled, as everyone's eyes moved to Todoroki, who also froze all the robots. Todoroki didn't hesitate and sprinted ahead. One robot fell, landing on top of someone, causing about everyone to fucking gasp. Todoroki just fucking killed someone. Soon after though, Kirishima ripped through, showing off his quirk and brushing off relief of everyone. Thank God it was him. Damn it, Todoroki. If that had been anyone else, you would have killed them. I don't have time for this, I mumbled. glitching right next to the robot and dodging an attack from one as I looked ahead to glitch there. Once there was an open field, I decided to run instead of glitching in order to save some stamina. Damn it, Icy Hot! Bakugou. Getting into the spirit of things. The next obstacle had the ground missing, which was really easy for me to get by. I was a little irritated when I looked behind me to see Bakugou quickly flying over it using explosions. I glitched as far ahead as I could, taking a lot out of me. A fucking minefield was the next, and the last obstacle. Todoroki was carefully making his way through. I glitched behind him, scaring him a little. He didn't show it much, but if you stare hard enough, you could see it. YN? Hello Todoroki, wanna spark a deal? I asked as we kept going. Heroes do have to work hard together, and I want at least third. Don't care much for first, so if I glitch you through this minefield, I'll give you first. Where's your benefit from that? We don't set up any mines, which would make it easier for other people since they're already set off. I crossed my arms. Also, I might pass out from glitching too much since I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. And if I need it, I need you to help me through the rest of the way, if I do pass out. Todoroki sighed. What do I have to do? We were both aware of the explosions coming from Explodey. Stand there and look pretty. I placed a hand on his shoulder and glitched ahead. Only glitched a couple of times though until I stopped and almost fell. Todoroki caught me, like it was instinct. Bakugou was only a few feet behind us. Sorry Todo. We gotta run for this. I'm out. Todoroki quickly looked behind him. Hurry. We just ran through the mine, setting off a bunch of them, with Bakugou catching up. Fuck you, glitch bitch, Icy Hot. This is mine. Actually, it was none of ours. Midoriya launched himself forward using the mines to propel himself forward, and even had the balls to use us to kick off as a boost. He came in first, Todoroki second. I may have let Bakugou run in third, pretending to almost fall, and I got fourth. Blamed it on my quirk though. During the 10-minute break we had, I headed up to see Shota. I knocked on the door and slowly pushed it open. Yo, I said, inviting myself in the room. Fourth, really? Shota asked, spinning to face me in his chair. I almost fell. No, I watched you pretend to almost fall to give Bakugou third. I looked at Hisashi. A little help? No, I agree with him, Hisashi said with a shrug. I groaned and rolled my eyes, crossing my arms while leaning against the wall. You do have feelings for him, Hisashi added, looking out of the room at the ash blonde who stood pissed off talking to Kirishima and Kaminari. I can see that. Whatever. She didn't deny it, Hisashi mumbled to Shota, leaning over to him slightly. I glitched behind him, tapping his shoulder which made him literally scream, then glitched back out the door. Whoa, I came to see how Shota was doing with all those bandages, but I guess not. I left the room waving them off. After that I headed back down to the field, hoping maybe I could talk to Bakugou or something. Bakugou? I asked, walking up to him. The hell do you want? An explanation? For what? For why you're acting weird. I'm not fucking acting weird, fuck off glitch. He mumbled, walking away. I sighed but jumped a little when an unexpected arm wrapped around my shoulder. Sorry about him, he's gotten so weird these last few days or something. Kirishima looked over at Kaminari. I don't know, I lost track of time. Kaminari had his hands placed on his hips and he stood in front of me. I've never seen him act the way he acted in front of you. What do you mean? He knows that you're his friend deep down, but he won't admit it. Kaminari finally talked, looking over his shoulder to look at Bakugou, who stood angrily off to the side. We can see that, but we're just not sure why he's not talking to you now. Kaminari looked back at me. Or why he stopped treating you like he treats Kirishima in public and started treating you more like a Denki, because he actually knows your name, but he refuses to call you it, and he's your friend, but refuses to admit it, and he's a complete dick to you for no reason. Kirishima said it in a run-on sentence with a grin, taking his arm off me and putting it on Kaminari. Kaminari frowned, but it turned into a smile. Wait, Bakugou's my friend? Dan, shut up, hon, Kirishima said, looking at him and tapping his nose before looking back at me. Stay here with Danki. I'm going to talk to him. No, Kirishima, you don't have to, I stuttered. But Kirishima ignored me and made his way over to Bakugou. I sighed and looked down. Wyan, have you two kissed? Is that what drove him away? Feelings? My head quickly looked at Kaminari, who had a hand on his hip and one on his chin. What? Kiss? What the hell are you talking about? I crossed my arms, but still I felt that warm flush on my cheeks. Kaminari was looking at me with a little smirk on his face. We're just friends, Kaminari. What about you and Kirishima? Kaminari shrugged, looking over at Kirishima again. Yeah, I don't care if anyone knows about us. If they ask, I'll tell them. If they don't, that's not my fault. Kaminari looked back at me with a smile on his face. So yeah, that's my man. Kirishima slung an arm over Kaminari's shoulder, suddenly jumping slightly. You scared me. Sorry, Dan, he said with a little smile, but I dropped when he looked at me. I'm sure you can go talk to him. I think I talked him out of his stupid phase. What phase? Katsuki Bakugou. Hey Bakugou, I looked over at the stupid kid walking over to me. Oh, hey shitty hair. My name is Kirishima. You know that, Baku bro? He stopped in front of me, crossing his arms. And my hair is not that different from yours. The hell do you want? I was beginning to lose my patience with the shitty-haired kid. I noticed you stopped talking to YN. I feel myself tense up a little, and that stupid dumb hair didn't lose his smile. Wanted to know what that was about. I looked over his shoulder a little to see YN standing and talking to that stupid Pikachu. Admit it, Katsuki, you like that girl. I let my spoon drop in the bowl, slamming my fist down on the table. Shut up, hag, I do not. Never have I seen you even remotely think about handing another person your jacket because they were cold, and you cared. My mother turned around and leaned against the counter. Why are you so upset that you have feelings, Katsuki? Why the hell would I tell you anything? Yo, Bakugou, you alright? I'm fine, shitty hair, I mumbled, looking down at the ground. I'm just hiding my shitty girl feelings. Shitty girl feelings? Bakugou, bro, what are you saying, man? Kirishima put a hand on my shoulder, and I smacked it away. Nothing, my voice got quieter. I got feelings, Kirishima. Haven't felt this way since fucking elementary school, when I had a crush on that one blonde bitch. I looked off to the side, trying to hide the warm feeling filling my chest. Feelings are normal, Bakugou. I get them all the time. That's because you're fucking dating someone. Of course you have feelings. Kirishima shrugged, crossing his arms. Yeah, sure, I'm in love, but you could be too if you didn't push away your feelings. He placed a hand on my shoulder, but I didn't smack it away. Why? Shut the fuck up. Talk to her more. I can tell her feelings are the same.